Hi, it's me again. So this is the second album of my collection. This is the remaining of letter A's from Argentina to Azerbaijan. And we actually start right with Argentina. Again, some older notes, not in very good shape. But my Argentina collection is actually quite good, quite complete, um, and also quite in some decent conditions, most of them. Most are uncirculated, some are extremely fine or almost uncirculated, but even some hard notes here are in good shape. Starting here, these are actually very common, this series here, so I'm just gonna go quickly spamming through it, all with San Martin and with the Belgrano in the front of the banknote. Something that changes is actually the law or the year, but that's basically it. When it comes to here, and here are this one is actually a very good banknote. This one, when they went through very high numbers, they started to get a bit more complicated to get, especially in a circulated state. But then again, with San Martin here, they had overcharged when they changed to the currency to Australes. These are very cheap, and this would be $1 each, more or less, or less even. But then you get to this one here. I'm missing one between the 50,000 and the 500,000. This one is actually a very good banknote and circular. It's probably around $400, especially because it's a very low number also. And also this series, this 10,000, I thought they're not cheap. This unfortunately it's not complete, this small series, and this one is not uncirculated. From here on, it's basically complete with the new peso, the currency that is still running at the moment. Most of these will be, if you would change them now on the streets there, or if you go to Argentina, as I do sometimes, this would not be worth much nowadays, as in parallel market the dollar is at, or the euro would be worth around 130 pesos. So this is a commemorative of Evita Peron, and then you have the latest series also complete, ending in the 1,000 here. They're thinking about the 5,000 now. Good, so after that we'll have the country of Armenia. Here Armenia have some older notes, also not in pristine state, but pretty good. And then starting here, this is after independence from the Soviet Union. I mean, what I can say is that this specific country, Armenia, you will see that most of it's everything prior to 1990 or 1920, and then after the Soviet Union. So here it's still mixed because these were big sleeves. These are also from 19, but these are from already after independence, 93, 92. And basically also here I have a pretty, it's not complete. I'm missing some banknotes here because they had they had series that were close to each other in terms of the drawing. Some just the mark changed for some or something like that, but yeah. And then they had this huge banknotes, 50,000, that's like $100 or something in normal currency. There again, this 100,000, that's like $300. And then I don't have the latest series of Armenia that just came out last year. What I do have is actually this booklet with something that is another special edition from Armenia. This is about Noah's Ark. It's actually from last year, quite a cheap one. I think this is around $5 at the time. I got it in Armenia. So then we go to Aruba. From Aruba, I don't have so many banknotes. Unfortunately, they have It's a very nice series. They also only have like 20 or something issued. And I have 5. And then we go to Australia. Australia have 2 slab notes, both from Commonwealth of Australia still, numbers 36 and 35, all both in almost uncirculated condition, so not very rare. But then starting here, my Australia collection is not very good, I would say. I have most of it from the latest banknotes, but everything that is prior to the 90s, it's simply not there. These are the latest ones. I don't have the latest 20 that came out this year, but I do have this set that I bought last year or 2 years ago in Australia, which has the 250s, the 2 generations. So the old, well, this is not old, it's prior to this one, and this is the new 50. That's, you know, this booklet. Then we have Austria, and here I do have quite a lot of banknotes. Also not all in pristine state, but some in very good shape. They're a bit repetitive. Sometimes it's just the seal that changes position or appears or disappears in some of these banknotes, like here in this case. Some of these are actually quite rare, while others are easy to find. Also, these are mostly, after counting on this 6, 7, these are almost all in uncirculated state. Hyperinflation. And here you go to World War era with military money, which here is actually the normal pick. And then this is already after the Second World War, so 40s, 50s. I'm missing a lot of them from the 40s, 50s, or from the 50s, 60s. But then after that, I actually have a good collection afterwards. I'm missing a few banknotes of these, and these are actually the last 2 that were issued prior to the euro. Last but not least, I have Azerbaijan, and here, as you can see, like, these are again prior to the Soviet Union banknotes, not very pretty. And then I have the Manat collection from 93 or 92 on. I have everything except the latest series, or this 2 last series. These are actually pretty expensive. The Manat is actually interestingly enough, it's expensive to buy these notes. Also because the exchange rate is actually quite high. Good. So next chapter will be in letter B. Thank you very much.